the money that isn't in the best stocks in a good market, we want to have it in the S&P 500, either in 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times leveraged. And that's the way we run things in the protection portfolio at Revere.
Excellent. Don, thank you so much for this presentation. I've definitely got some questions to expand on things further. First, I want to say, it's interesting. I think this is such a great exercise to do. And I know the person who I first learned trading from, Dr. Eric Wish, he does a similar thing for each of the trends where he looks at how many of the stocks in the NASDAQ 100 beat the T triple Qs during that period. And he defines like an uptrend or downtrend slightly different than you, but it's looking at the same period basically. And basically, the T triple Qs outperforms about 80% on average.
Yep,
Of the
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, so I've started using triple Qs more as a tool to gain exposure quickly when everything's correlated at the very beginning, and then similar to what you guys then looking for as the growth names set up that are showing relative trends, showing the characteristics we look for. You can either sell some of that to finance it, or just keep that as a core position, similar to what you guys. Um, one question I did have is, um, how do you put on the exposure of the SSO and, I guess just the SPY? Is it on an end of day basis when it starts ticking, meeting the requirements? You guys put it on end of day, or is it more discretionary during the day as things progress?
It's discretionary. Normally, if we decide that, like, okay, we close the prior day above the 21, above the 50, we're still below the 8.
Hmm.
It calls for an increase in exposure. We'll buy it in kind of dollar cost average throughout the day. We'll break it into 5 or 6 buys at different times. Once we make the decision to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. So it's not an end of day thing. We also allow for, false breakdowns or something. It doesn't mean if you close 1 point below the 100-day moving average that you need to make a change in your portfolio. We're somewhat flexible with this, and you want to give things a chance to work unless the market is telling you otherwise.
Exactly. And forgive me if you showed this already. How many growth names, so individual stocks, are you guys typically in when fully invested? I believe you may have showed it in the table, but I don't quite know if I saw. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's usually around here, no more than 12. I hate owning more than 12 names. Ideally, I'm in between 6 to 8. Um, but if I'm 10 on the high side, I'm comfortable with 10. But it's somewhere around this level here. Let's
So
just say 8 to 10, ideally.